Alright, for this video, man, we're going to get into C.P.S, Child Protective Services, Department of Children and Families, wherever you're from. It's all differently worded. We're going to get into how creators call C.P.S on other creators, behind clout, behind YouTube drama, the pettiness of YouTube, a personal story involving something like this. Let's get into it, man, and touch on Operation Coward a little bit. Let's go.
I could care less about that attorney and whatever he feels and thinks about. That family has ignored phone calls. That girl used to live there.
What's up, what up, man? WHITEBOY Radio back with another one. If it's your first time here, go ahead and smash that subscribe. Woo! Let's do a volume change. Let's edit it. For my subscribers, for my members, big shout out to my members, for my subscribers coming back. I appreciate and salute you. Look, we're going to get into it. C.P.S, Department of Children and Families, where, each state has their own little lingo for it, their own little, however it's worded, okay? Everybody knows what we're talking about. Look, this is about people calling up and making bogus reports on, if you're a parent, they attack you and say all type of shenanigans, to get your kids messed up, to get your kids taken away. And look, it happens a lot on the internet. It happens on the streets. It happens a lot in all genres. It happens to happen a lot, which I find very, not only contradicting, but very strange here in the true crime genre. It happens in the prison genre, no matter where you go, no matter where you're at. If it's your first time here and you don't know, look, I'm not best friends with Molly Golightly. She is big on doing this. It wasn't too long ago that she was starting this process, and she started to do it, or at least threats were made to another big true crime channel, cracking cases. And he reached out to me, we talked. So I'm going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to talk about a personal story regarding this. And but I first want to break this down, how this happens. Look, this always happens with getting doxxed. I've been doxxed multiple times doing the YouTube, okay? Multiple times. It's very weird when this happens. Getting doxxed. It's all how you handle it. And to be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, it's how you push back. Okay? And this is the part I'm going to try to do my best to explain this. And a lot of you may not agree with it, but just put yourself in my shoes. Going back to Kankles. I don't like Kankles. We're not friends. We're not besties. We're nothing. I think she's a piece of dirt. Look, I associated myself for a little bit of time. Me, my wife, we met some people. The rest is history. Everybody knows. I'm not going to repeat myself. If you don't know, do the research. We keep it factual over here. However, when you get doxxed, it's strange, man. And it's always the same thing. It's always either some weird person on the internet. I mean, what am I saying in this video right now that can actually make somebody want to do that? Think about it. It happens, though, and it happens. It is what it is. Look, it's happened a lot to me. It's just strange. The first time it happens, it's very weird. And after that, you have to just notify people what's happening. But people will try to tell your family members about your YouTube and this and that. It's weird. I've had my boss called once. That was the weirdest one. Somebody called my boss and tried to say a bunch of shenanigans. Now, at the company I was working for at the time, my boss was really weirded out about it, okay? Because I don't know what the person directly said to my boss. I just know the aftermath of it. And he was coming down and talking crap to me. And what I did on that situation was I just put it back at my boss. He was like getting all scary. And in my head, I was mad because I'm like, this person, this idiot was going so hard on me for the dumbest reasons, okay? As a Biden supporter, this and that, whatever, political difference, which I can see, and you can see what the country's at, and so enough said. But they contacted my boss, said a bunch of stuff, and I just put it back at my boss. So when your family gets called stuff, people will say, WHITEBOY has a YouTube channel, this and that. An example of this is, my wife, we met some people. The rest is history. Everybody knows. I'm not going to repeat myself. If you don't know, do the research. We keep it factual over here. When you get doxxed, it's strange, man. And it's always the same thing. It's always either some weird person on the internet that can actually make somebody want to do that. Think about it. It happens, though, and blown out Betty, bullhorn Betty just did this very exact thing that I'm speaking of to, what's his name? Not Burnt Toast, but the other guy, Crude AF. She just did this to him. She called all his family, like every person in his family. Okay, great example of it. Different situation. That was with a cease and desist, but still she still doxed them, right? Anyway, with my boss, this person is telling my boss all type of shenanigans. My boss was kind of like shook. He didn't know how to take it. So what I did is just reverse it. I'm like, dude, if you don't stop being a puss, I'm gonna make videos of you and put it on the internet, meaning my boss. Needless to say, I don't work there anymore, but it was kind of weird to begin with. But it's always the same thing. It's channels versus channels. It's people beefing over the internet, and they bring it to this level, which is weird. Doxing and this and that is one thing, but to take it to C.P.S. is a completely different thing. It's wrong no matter how you look at it. All right, so I want to start this off before I get to the Kraken cases and before I get to the Operation Coward. You know, I'm gonna tell you a story real fast, just a quick one. I knew. Look, I changed my life. Okay, you know, I've done it all. I've been the addict. I've been to jail. I've been to prison. Okay, there comes a time where the party has to stop. You have to get your shit together. Okay, it's just what it is. Hey, if you're out there struggling, you know, just assert yourself, and that day will come. You need help with this? radiowhiteboy@gmail.com. You know, I have no problem helping somebody who's struggling. Okay, but in my elder days, there when I was ripping and running, if you will, I was dating somebody at the time, and this person was also doing dirt. It was a female, and some things happened with another female. Okay, we're talking about being addicted to drugs, okay, and things like of that nature. So things are not sunny and happy. Things are dark and gloomy. There was some transactions between these two individuals, and there was no C.P.S. in my situation. So me and the person that I was with at this time, there was no C.P.S. on our end. However, the transaction between these two individuals, and they're both women, didn't go the right way. Look, it was a deal, and somebody robbed somebody, okay? So the person that I was with put C.P.S. on the other person, and boy, did it mess this lady's life up. I'm talking about she had to go to classes, all type of stuff. I didn't condone it. I didn't know it even went down until it was already done. It was definitely a dirty deed, but she really messed that person's life up. Come to find out on that situation right there, that thing happened to that individual many times. It wasn't the woman that I was with that continually did it, but it was because of what she did that left her in that cycle. C.P.S. is a very bad door to go down to. I'll try to explain this. When you're ripping and running, when you're an addict, you're going to see jail a lot. Okay, it's hard to avoid jail. You're going to do things to get the stuff. You're going to make poor decisions. It's just what comes with it, and you're going to see jail again. So it's a revolving door. When you get to the other part of the system, the C.P.S. thing with your kids and whatever have you, it's the same thing. They're going to drill you with classes and all type of things they have going on. So they have to approve you, and then it's just like you're a felon. Once you have that number, it's almost like you're locked in. So that woman, she was in the cycle. It happened to her a lot. Okay, that's a quick story. Look, just like I'm explaining the docs thing, and back to the story where the dude called my boss. Look, I ended up, you know, contacting his people and this and that. I did not want to do this. Okay, this is the part where you put yourself in my shoes. When you get doxxed, you can't just sit there and take it. Okay, because these people are contacting your loved ones, and Your family members. Look, somebody thought they were doxing me once, and they called Noelle, my wife. A lot of you know her. Shout out to Damaged Goods. She handled it like a champ. You know my wife doesn't hold her tongue. So imagine some internet weirdo calling her. You guys already know how it's going to go. And that was actually after the boss thing and the other times. So it didn't go too well for him. But you have to push back. It's just like anything else. What this is real cyberbullying. Okay, real cyberbullying. Okay. When it comes to C.P.S, I don't even fall into that league. You can't do it over here. You just can't. But I can only imagine when that happens, okay? Just as being doxxed, you have to push back. Now, that I've never experienced it, okay? So I don't know really what I would do. You guys let me know in the comments. I don't think, at that point, I'd probably go to jail, to be honest with you. I probably would hunt that person down and beat the dog shit out of them, to be honest with you. I don't know if I can call C.P.S on somebody. I don't think I would do that. But I guess I can understand it, if that makes sense, in a weird, sick way. Because when you get doxxed, you can't just let it happen. If you ignore it or something like that, they're going to keep pushing the issue. These are people close and personal to you. It's a different ballgame. So you have to go and do that weird shit to them. And then it stops. Believe it or not, it stops very fast. This is all new to me. This is all internet, but I'm just trying to explain it. C.P.S thing, I don't know. Okay, I can kind of give you an example of going through being doxxed, but the whole C.P.S thing, I don't know. That's when Molly comes into play. Molly, look, we don't get along, like I said in the beginning of this video. I know though for a fact she's had to deal with C.P.S on her end. I don't know who the first person or whatever to put C.P.S on her. I don't know what happened, like specifically when it was called on her, what happened. But I know that just as a creator like myself, when you're doxxed, you have to push back to end it. I know that she started to do that towards other people. But I also know that being that she's done that, she uses it to her advantage in a bullying way, okay? I can't relate with it. I don't condone it. But I'm just trying to explain this. Let me know in the comments, okay? Now, she used it as a forceful way. Just like the girl I dated back in the day when I was ripping and running, she did it spitefully. She did it in a bullying way. She did it as get back, and it really worked. I don't condone this. Please don't mix my words up on this video. I'm just explaining it. But them two are similar, okay? Very spiteful, very vindictive, very it's nasty. It's like it says enough. You're literally taking somebody's kids away. And with the true crime genre, I never could understand this. You have a lot of people who will bring awareness and bring a lot of, their channels are big, a lot of eyes are on these cases, they're explaining them, but once there's an internet scuffle, an internet little tittle, whatever, they're calling Department of Children and Families on another creator because of some internet words. That is just wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on so many levels, the girl that I was with, to do it over a deal. Yes, I don't condone it. It's just, when it comes to the internet, it just makes it even more petty, okay? When this guy cracking cases called me, I didn't even know who his channel is. I think I said this in a live before. I know of his videos from back in the laundry days. He called me and it was dumpster clips to confirm what he told me. He told me that she was gonna put C.P.S on him and this and that, and where his girl works. He's telling me personal stuff, and it was just wrong, man. He was really bugging out. He's really bugging out. I felt bad for him, and I really did stand up for him and go harder in the paint for him. With this whole Operation Coward thing, right? This dude, he's another one with the doxing and with the C.P.S. To a point where when I was really going in on Operation Coward, I had to prepare, myself, and I was putting my email out there, for people to contact me to let me know what this coward's done to them. Okay? And I would get a lot of emails. A lot. That's kind of how I think Cracking Cases came over here, because I was sticking up for people. I just stuck up for, shout out to Ion Entertainment, because AB was bullying him. I don't like people bullying people on the internet, okay? It's just something about it, man. But this coward does things like that. I literally called Miss Jen, she's a supervisor here in Florida, and let this lady know the shenanigans on the internet, okay? Case in point would be Cankles and Coward. I let her know, straight up. I did that on Cracking Case's face, But here's the thing with Operation Coward. That really got me kind of bent, okay? Let me kind of break this down. There's been many people to reach out to me, to my wife, and give us some horror stories. And it really, really got under my skin. And really was motivating me and pushing me. And there's people contacted me. If I told you what they did in life, I'll put it like this. There was a retired detective contacting me about Operation Coward. I spoke to a lot of creators. I won't even say most of their names because they don't want it to be said. Then there's other people that I was in contact with, a lot with correspondence and emails and texting and stuff. Think people like Ziggy. Now Ziggy, I really kind of wanted to stick up for her story. I'm not going to tell you everybody. I'm sure if she shared it on her channel, then that's her story with Operation Coward. But I was kind of sketchy to even deal with her because of the whole trauma thing. And there's just certain things that she was doing after the fact that I didn't really agree with. And then even and I contacted her. Okay, if I'm lying, I'm flying. One thing about the internet I say is true, and I know saying her name and speaking about this, someone's going to share it to her to stir the pot, and that's fine because what I'm saying is I stand on it. But I would see her in Cankle's lives and all types of stuff after the fact. Just the point of this is it makes me not want to help her. Okay, it makes I'm not gonna stick up for people that don't keep it 100, man. And other people, man. A lot of other people. I wanted to help with Operation Coward, but just to see their true colors, it just makes you pull back, man. And so at the end of the day, it's like, what do I do with this Operation Coward thing? A lot of people have, turned me off, man. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give everybody a final update as soon as I can. Like I said, I called the lady, Miss Jen, and let her know about Cankles and about Coward because they are very big on this doxing. They're very big on the C.P.S. thing, and that's the C.P.S. thing is wrong on so many levels. This is the internet. If you're putting yourself out there on the internet, you have to expect for this shit to happen. Okay, no matter how you look at things. But to take away someone's kids because of another channel made a video about you or disagreed with something that you said, and you should not even be on YouTube. You should not even have a channel. That is just the most. That's like what grows on sewage. That's like the bacteria bullcrap mold that grows on raw sewage. You're that low. You never mess with kids. You're literally in the chomo, child molester category when you mess with kids in any type of way. Any type of way. It's wrong. And a lot of people, man, they do this weird shit. Okay, they do. It's a lot of channels, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you, dude. Look at Molly. She does this weird ass shit. I don't like it, but at the same time, I want to leave you with this. The C.P.S. thing, I don't know how I would react. How would you react? I'm trying to explain this to you guys in so many words here. When people dox you, to make it go away, you really have to push back. You get what you get. You get what you give. You fight fire with fire. You know, people want to call mom and dad and auntie and cousin and everything else. Well, God damn it, you call them too. But what happens with the C.P.S. thing? Now I can't speak on that. Okay, I can't speak on that. Like I said, I would just go smash somebody's head in. I'm just saying. What would you do? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. You know, so with Operation Coward, you know, I said this in a live about Miss Jen. We spoke. There's a supervisor at Florida Department of Children and Families. But what she did do is contacted a few different states. Now remember, I can't give everybody a final update, right? And Dallas trip is still on. Operation Coward in full effect. I want to leave you guys with a little hint. When it comes to Operation Coward, if you remember the sequence of events on the day of the coward running down the driveway and cankles and this and that, and you read the screenshots, people's lives are endangered, master text to people, you don't have to take my word for it. All the channels have broke that whole day down and how bad of shenanigans it was and how Cankles lied. But if you read the text, the screenshots, people are in fear for their life. You know, law was called, this and that. You have to think, like, what is going on there? Where's the missing piece? And that's probably what I'll bring to the table on the final draw. I don't know. You have to put it together. It's not that hard. But and I'm not talking in riddles, but there's things like if I'm going to go in and do something, I'm going to be all about it. And I just don't want to, you know, I don't want to drop the ball at the 1 yard line. But hey, look, it's White Ball Out on Radio, man. I've been yapping enough. Y'all smash that like, subscribe. Shout out to my members again. Look, C.P.S. I think is disgusting, wrong, and dirty. And it's just on every level it's wrong. Creators do it. I don't condone it. The chick that I was dating, she was dead wrong. Cankles, dead wrong. It's not just true crime. This happens in the prison genre too. Believe me, it does. It does. I want to give a quick message to the prison community right quick. You know, look, man, the interviews that I do that's still put up on my channel will continue to come. But I'm asking, you know, before you email and want to have an interview on this channel, man, you know, it's not made for everybody. The internet is not made for everybody. I understand you are watching YouTube, you've done time, you think that you can handle this and push these videos out and do it, gain a following. You think that it comes with ease, and this would be an easy way to make some side money or maybe even a career. I don't know what's going through your mind. I don't know why you would want to do this. But my advice to you is this. Don't email me for an interview. Please, no. Get off YouTube. Run. Don't do it. You know, I know a lot of the prison genre. If this happened to me, like I said, man, I'll go break somebody's head, man, and go back to jail. It's just what I would do. I don't see myself putting C.P.S. on somebody. You know, but with the prison guys, man, they may take it even to a further level. There's things and there's code, the way that we live, it's just different. It's hard to even explain on the internet, you know. But I could see prison guys coming home doing this, not even from C.P.S., from getting doxxed or even from trolls. I've seen some crazy things. I know some people have done some crazy things from the internet. I know some people that got arrested from the internet. I think, man, you got to give yourself some time before you want to jump into this. It's not easy. The internet is not nice. Man, and more importantly, there are bigger things going on in the world right now that you should be putting your time and energy into. You know, look at the political divide that's going on. Prepare yourself. You know, pay attention, man. I think that the last thing you should do is get involved with YouTube. And that's saying a lot coming from me, okay? I'm just in it a little bit too far to quit. It's tough. It's not as easy as you think. And that's why I want to shut these interviews down. If I want to interview, I want to put something on, I'll contact somebody. I'll work it out. But from this day forward, it's a wrap. I'll still drop my prison stories, my prison experience, always on this channel. But I try to move through different things. So if you're watching this and that's going through your head, it's no disrespect to you. It's not putting anybody down. It's just it's very good advice, okay? And it's just the direction that I'm moving in. But hey, speaking of direction, I'm out of here. Shout out, much love to Team White Boy on Radio. Until the next one, let's get Team White Boy up and over 8K if you have not subscribed yet. Stay out, stay safe, stay smart, stay wise, stay healthy, and look, unvaxxed lives matter too.